All right. Hi, everyone. Welcome to the ninth episode of Vibe Sessions. Today we have a number of very interesting projects. Some you've seen before, and some will some for the first time. So let's actually get right into it and invite our first project. I believe you've seen them before, Eduverse. So over here I have Amardeep from Eduverse. Hey Mardeep, how are you?
Hello. Yeah, hi, I'm doing good. How are you?
Awesome. Doing great, doing great. So what do you have
Yeah.
in store for us today?
I want you to go through this app. I was the first, I think, for the first episode, I was there. So we have been through a long journey. So I want to show like what changes that we did and what feedback that we got, and also how's our spotlight campaign is going on. So let me just share my screen.
Amazing. Yeah, excited to see.
Yeah, can you see it?
Yes. Oh wait, let me just bring that up again. There we go. Yeah. I think we can see
Yeah,
it.
okay. Yeah. So our project is fully built on Alith and Hyperion. So we take most of the advantage of Alith framework. So because when we started the Spotlight campaign, people were like saying that, oh, we need more questions. So we have doubled the amount of questions that people need asked for. So for using full capability of Alith, we have integrated this called custom quiz. So let me show you. So you just need to tell like what kind of cues that you like to make. Like suppose I say like just as example, and it takes some time because it's querying Gemini. Yeah. So and when you complete the quiz, it's recorded on chain. So I don't know much about the Higgs boson, but I will try. Uh, yeah. And this hint, this is also done on the Elite framework using Elite framework. So let's just um, so it's recorded on the chain. So later on, you can check here my achievement. So it takes time sometimes to query the blockchain, and it will take some time to like come here. Yeah, yeah. So everything is recorded on chain, and yeah. So currently we have 6 courses, and you can customize it with the profile. You can add more here. So in the future, we are planning to add more and more, and also a kind of like a dashboard, which will be gamified, so that which kind of user is having more points, it will be shown here. And if you go to the My Progress, you can check how much quizzes you've done and how much time you took, and you can download this also. If I just click on the PDF, yeah, it will show it exactly like what you did. And let me go back to the classes. And suppose that you are having some problem with some courses that you took, like this one. So you can ask for the tutor. This is also being made with Alith. So if I just ask that, what is keyword? Yeah, so it will answer you. Yeah. So for every courses, you can do the same for for the wallet also. It will just take the context of the course, and you can ask the question for it. You can chat with that. So and in the future, we will add a dashboard here so that you can track. Like suppose that you're stuck with a question, so and you don't want to complete it next day or somewhere. So it will just show it here. So that is all being planned. And if you go to the my achievements, we put the badges for every courses here. So we want to add a feature that you can mint these as a digital certificate using NFT on the Hyperion chain. And now I want to show the Telegram bot that I integrated with this. So
Very cool. Yeah.
yeah, thanks.
Yeah, I guess while you're setting that up, I know you're maybe like context switching right now, but are all of
Yeah,
the badges that you earn, like, are they like
yeah,
NFTs? Oh, I guess I'll bring that up.
yeah.
Well, yeah, I'll let you demonstrate first before I ask any questions.
Okay, okay. Yeah. So you can like tag this bot. This is called Ava. And this got contextual memory also, which is available on Aleph. So you can like answer question. And we have added some rules so that people can't abuse it, like using politics and stuff like that. So if I ask that, uh, yeah, so it will not tell you because it's just sticking with the education part only.
Cool.
And all
I think
yeah,
it
all
might be
this.
a little bit hard to see. Can
Uh,
you zoom in like a little bit if possible?
no, how to
Okay,
zoom in?
if that's a
Yeah,
zoomed in, so I guess like the first, you asked what
yeah,
courses are viable, and then offers, and then it says like it offers courses in these following sectors.
yeah, yeah.
Got it.
Because Aleph has that conversational memory, so I use that. So you can have keep on conversation; it doesn't break. So
That's
and
awesome.
it yeah, and I put some in the preamble. The Aleph provide a preamble, so you can put the rules that what to avoid and what to not. So I used everything. So like if you put the commands courses. Uh, oh yeah.
So you asked what is an NFT, and it
Yeah.
says that's a great question. NFT stands for non-fungible token with additional text.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, and it works very fast. So yeah, Alice is pretty good. I mean, I think you remember that the first time that I started using Alice, I was having some problem. So yeah, it is very nice, and yes, we are using it now. I want to show some spotlight campaign that we are doing, like how many users that we have. So yeah, let me show you. Yeah, can you see it?
Uh, Let me see. There it is. Yeah.
Yeah, so our campaign is running on TaskOn. So so currently there are like 126 participants which are doing it. So from there we are getting lots of reviews on the forum, and on the X we have like 127 right now. I think it's increasing like 136. Yeah. So if you can go there. So many people like they ask that this icon was not properly aligned, and they just told us that giving the feedback. So we just took the feedback and made the changes, and I just updated on the forum itself that what kind of changes that I made. And if you check our forum page, we got like 632 likes, 1.2 views, and 84 users. So it's still going on, and people are liking it because it's easy. It's easy to use. Like there is not much something to learn, and they can use it. So currently we just having 6 questions that they can make with their own words through the AI. And when we go into mainnet, we will increase it. Like you can just select the number of questions, difficulty, everything will be there. Yeah. And yeah, let me just show you the GitHub repository.
Awesome. Yeah, this is great. You have a lot of detail within the campaign, within the application. Definitely very well
Yeah,
put
thanks.
together.
Yeah, thanks. I think that we don't have any kind of like edtech or education platform on blockchain. So I think we are the first who are like trying to do something like this. Let me share it.
Yeah, definitely heard of what is it? Certifications on blockchain. So pairing it with education as well.
Yeah, so this is our repo, and we just put all the information there that where the code resides. You can use it. So if you go to the backend part, sorry, the agents. So all the agents that we integrated is the code is listed here. So um, for the Telegram bot, so yeah, so everything that we made is using Aleph. So yeah, and our smart contract, it is a gasless contract. So the idea was that you don't need tokens to use our app. So we made it like in a gasless way. Yeah. So
Cool.
yes, our campaign is going cool, and we are having a lot of feedbacks. And yeah, like we are trying to like fix whatever we can that people are asking for. Yeah, thank you.
Awesome. Yeah, thank you, Mardeep, for giving that presentation. I guess if you were to focus on like any type of like expansions or
Yeah.
where you would like go towards building it out further, where would you put your most focus towards?
I would put more focus towards like having some kind of like a gamification of this, like like engaging like multiple users so that they can like compete with each other, like a leaderboard kind of stuff. Yeah.
Cool, awesome. Anything else that you wanna share or provide people
Uh,
call to
yeah,
action?
yeah. Like we are doing like our campaign is going good. Our app is functioning. Some people said that sometimes the AI response takes time. I think we can't do much about it because it depends upon the how much load is on the Gemini, or we are using DeepSeek and Gemini, so it depends upon them, like how much load. Sometimes it takes time for the fetching. So I think like in the next iteration, you will find a lot of stuff that we are going to implement, and it will be cool. Like learning should be cool. That's it, and it should be on blockchain. So, like people will have whatever they do, it's written on the blockchain, so anyone can verify it. That's like the most engaging idea to make all this. Thanks.
Awesome. Glad to hear. Thank you so much for presenting Eduverse. And yeah, hope to see that submission and definitely looking forward to uh, to reviewing. Awesome. Well, thank you so much for joining. And
Thank you.
yeah,
Thanks a lot.
thank you. Awesome. For our next presenter, we'll have Mart from Lazit AI Trader. I'll invite him to the floor.
Thank you so
Hey, Mart.
much. Hi everyone. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can. How are
Excellent.
you?
Thank you. Very good, Pavunidi. It's great to see you. I love to show my face, but as you know, I had a bit of network issue, and I'm afraid if I turn on the camera, my beauty will take away all the network coverage. So
Yeah,
I
of
will
course.
remain
No,
like
no
this.
worries. No worries there. You showed your face before, and of course, if yeah, network issues aside, I think it's more important that you're here with us. We can hear your voice.
Fantastic. All right. Look, I know that time is pressing, and there is a lot of fantastic project that is waiting behind me. So I will really speed up. I will share my screen right away. Jump to the forum for now, and let me know if you can see the screen, so I can just start wrapping into what we have been doing and where are we right now.
Awesome. We
see
can
it?
see the screen.
Fantastic. All right. So as you know, I already did the vibe session. I was talking about architecture, about infra, how we are leveraging Azure confidential virtual machine with trusted execution environment. How I was talking about integrations, and back then I was talking about Telegram integration, obviously, and Binance. Now, what has changed is the infra is the same, secure and cool. But when it comes to integrations, we removed Binance to make it more aligned with Hyperhack, Hyperion, and the whole Mattis strategy. And we moved to obviously Hyperion testnet. Now we couldn't leverage test DEX, so I created our own private oracle that is pulling data from Andromeda and a custom agent-focused, super efficient, decentralized exchange contract as well for it. Originally, this was only for the testing purpose and for the hyperhack, but while working on it, I figured that, goddamn, this is working. You know, this can actually work. So now for production, we are a bit unsure. We can either plug into Hercules DEX, or we can remain with our very own private oracle agent-focused DEX. That's about it. But the next thing is currently we are working with GMATIS. That is a small meme token in Andromeda. So GMATIS USDC price. But obviously, when we are talking about production, we are going to look at, and I'm already scrolling down to the comparison, we are going to look at Mattis USDC and ETH USDC trading pairs. Without talking further about what exactly is happening, let me do a quick demo. I think that demo is always working better. Now, since every wallet is unique. I mean, is registered once, obviously. Every account on Telegram. I'm going to show the entire flow with my account, so it's already registered. There's one tiny difference in detail. When you go to lazy trader underscore bot in Telegram, and you just hit start. Actually, if you are the first time, then you have that button here. You get the same message, except that your freshly assigned wallet is presented here. Now, this wallet is pre-filled with gas token. It's pre-filled with TG Mattis, that is test GMATIS, and test USDC, that is being traded within this DEX that we developed. And we are pulling the price, obviously, for test GMATIS. Once you start and you interact with the bot the first time, you have the chance to see your wallet address, to configure your trading strategy. So as you can see, here is Mattis USDC, here is ETH USDC. You cannot actually do anything with that right now because the price is just not volatile enough. Well, sometimes it is, but normally, you know, when we are looking at such a small period of 2-3 weeks, it's not volatile enough to be considered to make efficient trades. In production, obviously, these are the ones that are more functioning. But let's look at GMATIS and USDC pair. The first thing is, when do you want to, like, how would you like to trade? So let's say that we want an aggressive trading strategy. We want a greater amount to be traded with every trigger. So we go with this. And then we are prompted with an option. Hey, do you want to trade 20% of your USDC for GMATIS when there is a trigger, or 20% of your GMATIS to USDC when there is a trigger? And we want to say that, let's say this 20% is too little. We want to trade at least 30% of it. And we say that, okay, we agree with that. And let's say that then we set the trigger. So, you know, when do you want the agent to make the trade? Do you wait for like larger price changes? So for example, when GMATIS is going up 15%, or do you say that, nah, let's make it less, let's make it like, you know, like 5% change, you know, even less, like let's say 4% change is fine for me. With every 4% up, I want to sell. With every 4% down, I want to buy. So let's agree with that. And let's set a maximum trade for, let's say, $100 worth. I'm fine with that. And here is your trading strategy. Fantastic. What now? You can quickly check your wallet because you just forget what was the address. Here you go. You can just go and go to Hyperion Testnet scanner or explorer and find it out. You can figure out your configuration that you just set up, and of course you have the opportunity to check the balance. This checking your balance on the testnet. So here is the current balance what we have right now, and you can also withdraw the money. You can't. Why? Because the incentive is based on the fact that, you know, like how much money is in the wallets, and our testing incentive is the largest at the end of HyperHack is going to receive. Right now it's $50. It's growing. Probably it's going to be extended for $100, and for the next 3 highest wallets that are trading, and they reached, thanks to the trades, the highest value in USD, are going to also receive real life USD reward in Matis. So this is the testing. This is how easy it is. It's all set up, everything that testers need to do. And now, you know, where we are a little bit to look at this. So Lazy Trader already onboarded 100 plus users to the forum. We are slowly reaching our testing KPIs. So very nice numbers are coming in, obviously, because it's really easy to test it. And what else I wanted to say? Of course, the socials. So we just opened our X profile when the HyperHack started, and since then we already grew to a massive 300 something 60 people, and it's keep growing every day. It's fantastic. We are super hyped, especially since it's working. It's been extremely fun to develop this, and basically it's not an MVP, because we see, you know, how testnet to production is being transitioned. Everything is written down here, and it's super straightforward. And I think that when it comes to, you know, the innovative perspective of the whole topic, we are right there. So I saw some trading solutions. But here, the way how security is configured, how you know, the trading pairs, how the private oracle is set up, this is pretty unique. So that's why, you know, I'm not hyping myself. I'm super excited about this, and this is pretty much what I wanted to talk about. Do you have any questions, Nidhi, Pavel? I will turn off the super mirrored screen right now. Which one is this? This one. All right. Shoot it.
Awesome. Yeah. Thank you, Mark, for giving that overview. I guess my question that I have, like right off the bat, like what kind of trading strategies does Laz Trader support?
Oh, fair enough. So right now we are focusing on a martingale strategy. it's relatively simple. So the price goes up to the percentage that you just set as trigger percentage. Let's say I set it for 5%, so it goes up to 5%, and then the agent immediately sells the percentage that you set. So for example, if you said that you want 20% of your USDC, 20% of your funds to be traded, then if GMATIS price goes up 5%, then it sells 20% of your GMATIS for USDC, and when it falls back, it buys back again. Now this is not something new, obviously. Basically, like Martin Garrett strategy is a long lived already strategy. The special thing here is that it's all done by the agent, and I think that this is pretty much the key here. I mean, the key here is that I did backtesting for 5 years in the past on Ethereum price with over 900 different parameters combination. So that's something reliable, something that you would say that okay, that's we have some data there, and that's all published on our public repository. To be used. You can also talk with our Elite agent that is also like in Telegram under Lazy Trader profile, and sorry, Lazy Trader _Elite bot profile. You can find it in our main group, and yeah, so this is very much it. One additional thing, because as I said, we are talking about live, GMATIS price on sorry, live GMATIS price on Andromeda, and I think that if I just very quickly share my screen,
Yeah, no
all
worries.
right. So slowly but surely. So if you are already testing, then you might receive some. Okay, let me see. My trigger is 5%. I'm not sure that this is going to be triggered. I just made a trade and it was not triggered. That is a shame, because apparently I didn't make a large enough trade. I wanted to present it. And since GMATIS price is, how to say, the market cap is very low, it was easy to play with it. So with a 5-10 Matis buy on Andromeda chain, it was actually having this reaction of creating the transactions. Let me switch to my other account, to the GMATIS account, because I already configured here as well. And if I come here, yes, fantastic. I can show it. I'm so happy when a test is working. So if I come here, you can see that this account has a bit different setup, a more sensitive setup probably. If we go to my config, we can see it, and here you can see that that there has been, so the price change is 18%. We sold 9,200,066. So we saw the large chunk of TMATIS for $17.48. Here is our current balance, and here is the total USD value of our wallet. So this is what the agent does. This is what you can find actually in your Telegram. If you register, you don't need to do anything. It's already pre-filled, the wallets, and easy grab money if you have a tiny bit of luck. Thank you so much. Other guys are already waiting in line and waiting when I shut up finally. So thank you for the opportunity, Pavel, Nidit, for speaking to you here, and looking forward for the rest of the competition.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Mart. You've been, as usual, you have very good. Oh, I don't know why the screens are.
I'm
like
here.
this.
I'm here.
Perfect. Okay, there we go. Very, very well presented. I think the overall concept and then execution of that is amazing to see. Yeah, thank you so much for presenting. Yeah, and people can contact you for the forum if they have any more questions. But again, thank you so much for hopping on board.
Anytime. All right. Thank you. Bye bye.
All right. Amazing. So that was Mart from Last AI Trader. Next up, we're gonna do HyperKit. So I believe TJ from HyperKit is here. Hey TJ, how are you?
Hello everyone, can you guys hear me?
Yes, we can.
Okay, let's okay. Let me just present my screen. Actually, for presenting my our project overview, I prepared a presentation for it. Is that okay?
Absolutely,
Alright.
absolutely. Anything that shares the vision and overall goals that you want to achieve.
Can you guys see my screen now?
Yes, we can.
Okay, good to know. Okay, let me just set things up before I start. Okay, okay, there we go. Let me begin now. So HyperKit. So HyperKit is an all-in-one toolkit for building decentralized application on the Hyperion chain. It includes ready-made modules like Swap, Bridge, Stake, and Buy. Developers can use these components to launch faster without rebuilding the basics. So building decentralized application on-chain is still slow and fragmented. Developers waste time coding the same things over and over again. There's no standard toolkit, so teams struggle with speed and user experience. So with that, this slows down the product launch and the growth of Hyperion ecosystem. So with that kind of a problem, I present to you HyperKit. So HyperKit gives developers a plug and play modules that just work. Like for example, as I said before, the swap, the bridge, stake, and buy are already built and ready to integrate. You install them with a few CLI commands and connect them to your front end or back end. Well, everything is modular and customizable. You only use what you need. It's the easiest way to speed up development and ensure a clean, consistent user experience. And with all of that, all the core modules are live. Developers can add them to their decentralized application today on the Metis network. The integration is simple, the UI is clean, and everything is built for production. We are also planning to launch a test program to collect real feedback and reward early users. So here is our demonstrational video. So for installation of the HyperKit right here. So yeah. So the CA handles the installation and the components drop straight into your code. The modules are fully functional out of the box, no extra setup needed. We also have a vision actually for a future feature that connects to Alit AI, an AI that power generator for that scaffold full decentralized application projects using our components. So basically the HyperKit components. So here are the components with UI. Yeah, that's the buy component actually. So here's the sub component. And the stake component. Actually, all the components right now is working on testnet, but we are planning it to move to mainnet. Okay, lastly, the bridge component. Yeah, I think that is the end of the demonstrational video. Okay, so there we go. Yeah, moving forward. So we are looking for builders who want to test HyperKit in real-world project. We need developer feedback on stability, usability, and design. We are also looking for partners building in the Metis ecosystem who want early access. Also, as well, we are offering exclusive NFT badges to early testers and contributors. You will also get early access to new modules and features as we expand the toolkit, because we are planning like to make a boilerplate, a minting component like that. So yeah, that's actually a step forward for you guys as well. So we are giving out rewards for feedback, bug report, and community promotion as well. So yeah, and that's I said, coming soon with Alit AI, our future tool to auto-generate Hyperion-based decentralized application just a few inputs. This is your chance to help build the foundation for faster, better on-chain development. And yeah, I think yeah, that's it. You guys can contact us with this social displayed here. You guys can join our Telegram, Discord, ask questions there. We are very open for those kinds of questions. And yeah, that is HyperKit, an all-in-one toolkit infrastructure for Hyperion chain. That
Amazing.
is
Thank you,
10.
TJ. Yeah, really cool. Really cool idea in terms of componentizing the different let's say core functionality, so you can drag it into your application and essentially integrate swap functionality, bridge functionality. Really cool idea. I guess yeah. In terms of the overall like what kind of were there any difficulties in your development process? Are there any components that you're looking to add on top of bridging, swapping, buy, sell, I guess?
Yeah, actually, basically as of now, we are just focusing on the core modules, but we are as well as have this idea to add another module components, like yes, I said before, the minting pages, boilerplates that other developers can use, or just simply add their systems like that. And yeah, basically that's one of our next step phase. Yeah. In regards of the development, we have challenges as well. Yeah, especially in the bridge component, because as of now, people can't use it. So other components, they can freely use that, because bridge component, we need a relayer for other users to integrate that to their system. But yeah, we are working on it.
Amazing, amazing. Thank you for sharing. And I guess yeah. Anything else you want to leave the audience in terms of like next steps or anything that's any words? Well,
Yeah, when it comes to our next step here is to use Alit AI for integrating our HyperKit components. For like example, a user wants to build a decentralized application, and there's an Alit AI to help them. And yeah, Alit AI can use our HyperKit component, and with that, they're just simply building building their decentralized application that is ready for production with the help of HyperKit and alongside with Alit AI use cases.
yeah, that's a really cool idea. If you integrate maybe like a chatbot component,
Yeah.
and then have that, let's say, reference any documentation or be there as like a customer support agent. Yeah, that'd be cool to see within the HyperKit.
Yeah, actually, all of those are very highly considered, and we will make sure to add those kinds of features for sure on our system. So
Awesome.
I think
Thank you so
that's
much,
it for
TJ, for hopping on board. Yeah, and hope to see you in the future.
yeah. Thank you so much for this opportunity. Thank you.
Awesome. All right. Thank you to TJ again for HyperKit. That was awesome. I guess next is Hythe. Here we have Marison to present. Hey Marison, how are you?
Hi, Pavel. Are you able to hear me properly?
Yes.
Yes, we can hear you.
Yeah, hi Nidhi, hi Pavel. So I'm here with my teammate Karthik,
Hello, hi guys. I'm Karthik.
and we
Awesome.
also
Oh,
have
okay.
a third teammate.
You're both in one.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
One
Yeah,
screen,
co-working
yeah.
space, I guess.
yeah. We also have a third person on our team, but she was unable to join us for the meeting today. So the two of us will be presenting.
All right. So we should start with the screen share, I guess. Let me just see.
Cool. Oh, we got some movement here.
That's me.
Oh, okay,
I don't
got
know
it.
what happened.
Yeah, so I think I just need to select the entire screen and then allow it. Can you guys see it? Give me a
Yes.
second. Yeah, all right, got it. So we're just gonna show you the landing page, and I'm going to introduce the project to you because I think we are a bit late. So we built HiT. It's an all-in-one AI agent marketplace and built a platform built properly on Hyperion and Alith using Lazai network. And we have put in all the effort to make it as ready as we can before we launched it. So it took it a little while. So I'm actually going to pass this technical stuff first to Martian, who developed the core, and then I'm going to give you a demo.
So before the demonstration, I actually wanted to let you know what is actually happening behind the scenes. So for Hythi helps you build AI agents. So for AI agents, you will need knowledge. You will need access to tools for the AI agent to function properly. So where do you get this knowledge from? That's the question. There are a bunch of marketplaces even today, but mostly all of these are either centralized or the data is encrypted and the servers can misuse the data or do whatever with the data they want. So what we have created is, if you want to provide your private data, and so you can provide this data. We maintain a record on chain. We use IPFS for our data availability layer, and all of this is encrypted for a TEE. So all of the execution that like all of this will be made clear when Karthik actually shows you the demo. But in the demo, you'll be able to see the AI communicate with us. So all of that is done on a TEE. So everything is encrypted, and we also receive attestations for each call, and everything is maintained on chain as well. So I think that's enough of an introduction. I'll just let Karthik give you guys the main demo.
All right, thank you. So it's actually pretty straightforward. Okay, we're just going to collect the wallet, and we can use social sign-in. That was the first thing that came to our mind. We used Privy because we love it, and it lets anybody, even without a wallet, to be able to interact with our platform. All right, we just connected, and we will get an embedded wallet. You don't even need to have a wallet, MetaMask or anything. You can do that too if you want. And we need to sign in to our platform, just a simple sign message. And this is the onboarding process, all right? And it tells you everything that you need to do. The first thing that you do is creating an organization, which is a core entity where you interact with the platform using an organization. Your account is part of an organization. You either create one or you join one. So to do that, first of all, you need some gas because you just created a new wallet, right? So we have added a simple faucet. You can just go to these two links, and I'm just going to copy my address and then go to this faucet. Put this here. Get some gas. I'm just showing you this because I want to show you how easy it is for even a non-Web3 user to get on board and get started. So I think we're done. And here we go. We have some testnet tokens. We can get started. Get a name. We could do like test demo. We'll create an organization. It will ask us to approve a message. As simple as that. All done. And here we go. This is your dashboard. That's what it takes. Like, you don't even have to have a wallet. We do have a wallet. We just wanted to show you how easy it is to just get started with a new account, right? So it might look overwhelming at once, so many things at once. But if you just spend like 5 minutes on the platform, you'll see everything. And I'll show you how to get started with the agents, because that is the fun stuff, right? So first of all, we have a dashboard where you are, and then a marketplace. These are two core entities, like core pages.
Oh, is
We
it
have some
possible for
products.
you to zoom in just a little bit?
Sorry. Yeah, sure. 1 second. Is
Awesome.
that
Okay, that
all right?
that works.
Yeah. So we have three entities actually. Like as a user, you could be either a producer, which is a creator, you can be a consumer, or you can be a validator. So a creator can create these products. What are these products? These are like contexts. These are knowledge bases. So you can see the types here. This is text knowledge, HTML knowledge, PDF, CSV, URL. We have prompt sets, or we have RPC tools. We are in future, we are going to add MCPs, and we're going to add like bots for for example, Twitter integration and Telegram integration. And we are working on that, but we just wanted to launch it. So we just did it without that right now. And for now, you can actually become a creator to create a product. You might ask, I'm going to do it a little later because you need to know why do you need to be a creator for now. So let's say you go back to this dashboard where you see you have some agents. What are agents? You can just create a new one, and I'll show you why. Test. You get an agent, you can chat with it. You're like, okay, nice. What do you need to do? You just need to go to settings and enable some models. We support all these models. Right now, these are unavailable because we have not enabled it because we have been testing, and these are pro models. And for testing, we have enabled Google Flash, Gemini Flash, and Flashlight. And we can just use these to interact with our agent. Now, if you go here, you'll be like, oh, you need to fund your organization. So as I said, the organization is the core entity. So you need to put money in your organization for you to be able to use those funds. This keeps us safe from actually exhausting everything using those LLM models, which are pro. And you can see you can create more organization if you want. And we support like complete open AI standards. And that is why this organization and project and the workflows, I'll show you a little bit later. But yeah, so you need to fund your organization. You can use your connected wallet. But right now, oh, you do not have USDT. What is USDT? Wait, let me see. My faucet actually contains two things. You just grab some Metis, you can grab some USDT too, right? So you can request some tokens and we'll send some USDT, 500 to be exact, to your connected wallet. That's why it's like very easy to just get started. Test USDT, of course, on Hyperion testnet because we are live on that. And now we can use that money, fake money, to just fund our wallet, fund our organization. Just approved it. And we are ready to go. It will refresh. Yeah, so if I send a hi, it will give me a reply. Now, this is all standard, like what is it? It's just Gemini. I'm talking to Gemini, but I want to make it personal. I want to create an agent of myself. So what do? You see, I showed you the marketplace before, right? So if you go to the marketplace, you can actually enable these extensions. These are context. So if I have created this Haithi user guide, which contains all the knowledge about this platform, and I can add it to the current organization. Once you create a product, by the way, you get a DAT token from Lazai because it's all on there. Also, the best part about this context that you upload, like the context file or whatever PDF or knowledge, whatever you create, it is encrypted. This is what gets uploaded to IPFS. This is all gibberish. Nobody can read your context, so it's completely private. That is what goes to your TEE. When you go to this agent, and now I can enable that Haithi user guide. And that's it. Now if I chat with my agent, it opens a new chat, and I can ask, what is Haithi? And the best part about it is like, you can do an API call. You can do an RPC call. You can call this. We have API specs enabled for this, and we can just send an API call. You can integrate it into your ecosystem. And here's a response, by the way. Haithi is a comprehensive AI platform that combines Web3 blockchain technology and advanced capability. Wait, I can just, in the API specs, you can see these things. You just need to use, you can just copy and paste these to your whatever app you're using, and you can call this model, this agent from there.
You can also call this from Leth, by the way. So if you're using Leth, you can directly input this API endpoint and it will work seamlessly.
Right, because and OpenAI, of course, because OpenAI is standard. So wait, let me show you a little bit. I can ask it, okay, how can I become a creator? Because you might be new to the platform. That's why we created this user guide, because the first thing that somebody would want to do is like understand the platform. You can just ask this agent anything about this, about Haiti, and it will tell you. This will tell you a step-by-step guide to actually become a creator on our platform. Access the, yeah. So I am going to follow the steps and just put the name. Everything else is optional, and we can just review. Yeah. Yeah. So this is a meta transaction, by the way. You do not have to pay gas for this. We wanted to encourage creating more products and extensions for our platform. So we did that. You can just become a creator just like that and start creating. And you get this form. If you want to create a text knowledge or HTML knowledge, we have these things coming soon: MCP Rust tool, JavaScript tool, Python tool, RPC works, prompt set works, CSV PDF, you can upload anything. For now, I'm just going to simply put something like, let's say, Aleth. Aleth is an AI agent platform. Development toolkit. So you can do that. You have to put a price per call. So whenever somebody calls, an agent that uses your context, you will get paid in USDT, right? As a creator. So that's your incentive to create more models and products. I'll just wait for it to approve. Okay. I think I exhausted my tmetis from the faucet. But yeah, basically that will create a product just like all the other products. I'm just going to show you like these. These we have created from that. And you can just view these details and you can see these products are actually, as I said, encrypted. So the third entity that I was going to show you, that validators that we were going to create for our platform, where they would actually go and verify. They are going to audit the data provided by the creators and get a review. It's like a credit system, credit score. And wherever, those validators will then verify and give a review, and that review will show in the marketplace, and that will create the whatever validation that is needed for the user to be buying these, because these cost money, right? So these are like these, and these cost 0.001 USDT per call. So this will be on top of the Gemini model or LLM model, whatever you're calling. And that is why these need to be rated by an agency or an auditor. So those third user entity will be responsible for that. So we have showed you like the three user entities: the producer, the creator, the producer, the consumer, and we are working on these two sections right now. The workflows are basically a chain of agents which will execute autonomously to do some specific tasks. For example, we are just going to create a link. We are create multiple agents. Maybe something helps with weather, something helps with temperature, similar to N8N, if you know. Those, it will be a DAG, and it will just simply, you can align your agents one by one, you can sort them and then connect them and then create a workflow, and then use that workflow, call them from an API, use it wherever you want to make sure that your agents are working simultaneously in parallel or in series, whatever you want, however you want. And this is how you can generate an API key, by the way. So you just need to copy your API key because it will be shown to you once, and then you can use this to call the API, right? I think I have talked a lot right now. So I'm just going to ask you guys to give some feedback and maybe ask some questions before we actually keep talking.
Awesome. Well, thank you for that presentation, Marcian and Kartik.
Kartik.
Yeah, Kartik. Yeah. Yeah, very well put together. And just a question in terms of like the framework that you're using.
Right.
So is this are you using like the LAS chain framework to do these data uploadings, or how do you manage that process?
So we are actually encrypting the data on client side, and we are uploading it to IPFS, and we are also using the Lazai network's request reward functionality to request a DAT token as well. Now, for some reason, that's a hit and miss. Sometimes we receive a reward, sometimes we don't. So I've actually raised an issue about that on GitHub, but we have integrated that into the workflow as well.
Perfect. Yeah, awesome. I guess interesting. You already specified like what you're going to be working on, like in terms of the actual workflows. Yeah, cool. I guess what was the biggest challenge that you faced when building this application, Hythy or Hythe?
Like I actually initially wanted to call it Hythe, and we named it according to Hythe, but then Hythe just sounded cooler eventually, so we stuck with Hythe. There were a few issues. I was nagging you on Telegram as well with the issues I faced, and besides that, one thing was, since Alith is under development right now, there are not a whole lot of things that are supported with the Node and Python SDKs. So we actually had to write our entire server in Rust, but that ended up being a plus point because it's just faster.
Awesome. Yeah. I can tell by the way that the application works, and awesome. No, really great job. Yeah, and then I guess like within the TE, the trusted execution environment, what setup are you using for that?
It's a simple Marvel, it's a simulated Marvel for now. We will use an actual TE when deploying to the mainnet, but since that would cost us money, we just decided to simulate it for now.
Got it.
The data is still encrypted for the
goal
TE,
is to do it within a TE, but yeah, for now testing makes perfect sense. Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, thanks a lot. I guess any final thoughts?
The framework is actually built to function with a TE, and even the TE is like simulated with all of the endpoints exposed. So you can actually get an attestation even if you want right now. So it's just a quick, I pay money, I switch a few things around, and then it's live on mainnet with a working TE.
Awesome. And I think Alex actually says that you can use a Fala. I think they give like $500 credit or $400 credit. But of course, like I think like within your solution, if you're using something with like GPU or that requires that, then might get a little bit pricey. I think they only allow for like a CPU limited version for that. But anyways, thank you so much, Marcian and Kartik. Very well put together.
Thank you for having us. Just wanted to get a quick feedback from you. Like, do you think like the UX or like anything from the UI can be improved further, or like do you think like, because it is complicated, we know that, because we were supposed to we were trying to make it as user friendly as possible, but of course, if you have any kind of feedbacks or pointers that you would like to give to us, because yeah, that would be helpful.
Yeah. I guess like off the top of my head, I think the flow looks pretty well, and then the reviewer or creator role, maybe like
Right.
like within the model like the creator is the person that is producing the data.
Yeah.
Do
Yeah.
you have
The
like
creator produces model. Yeah. Products.
Yeah.
Like
do
they are
you
mostly
have a
developers.
reviewer role
Yeah.
within the system?
Sorry.
Do you have a reviewer role? I guess like when data is uploaded, you want to make sure that the data that was uploaded is correctly filtered, and then like maybe labeled, like data labeler.
Yeah,
in
that was a
in
part
that
of
way.
the plan actually. We wanted to add an auditor role as well, besides the producer and consumer. We just didn't have enough time to do that, but that's a part of the phase 2. So before the mainnet launch, we actually plan to add the validator as well. They would be, normal auditors like you have CertTK or any other IRL auditor, and they would be able to access the data and actually review and verify that whatever claims this person is making on the marketplace, they are valid or not.
Cool. Yeah. No, that I mean, like, other than that, like I think the flow and everything makes a lot of sense. Yeah. In terms of overall functionality, very
Yeah,
well
we just
done.
actually launched it like yesterday. We just put it live because we were like trying to get it perfect, make everything work, get the bugs out, and had some internal debugging and tested with some friends. And then we were like, okay, I think we're ready, but we are late. So let's just get it out, and then we'll be working on the future scope, as I said, the workflows, the auditors, and a lot more features actually, like the Telegram integration and the Twitter integration, for example. We are actually interested in that because we would be actually using it ourselves. So
Cool. Yeah, dog fooding your own application.
yep. Yeah,
Very good sign.
that's
Very
the
good sign
idea.
of product market fit.
We need to love our product before we actually can give it to other people, right?
Awesome.
Amazing.
Well, thank you so
Thank you
much
for your time. Yeah, thank you so much
for joining in and showcasing.
Amazing. It was
Of
amazing.
course, yeah.
Thank you.
Within the forum, I guess like we'll definitely
Yes, sure.
provide more feedback in
Exactly.
there.
Amazing. Thank you. Thank you so much for having us.
Awesome. All right. And we have one more project, Alex from VibesFlow. So, hey Alex, how are you?
Hey Pavel, everything is great. Thank you for having me again. Congratulations to the previous presenters. So guys, first of all, as you remember from last time, VibesFlow is basically a DJ set generator. It's the first app of its kind. It uses music generating model and AI orchestration for letting you generate electronic techno music in real time. And the main difference with respect to everything else is that usually you have things like LLM models or Suno AI and so on that allow you to create some stuff for getting answers or creating images, even music sometimes and so on, based on text. What VibesFlow does differently with respect to everything else in the world right now is that it allows you to do it with raw sensory inputs. Things like moving your hands, tapping your keys on the keyboard, or moving your cursor around the screen and so on. This is quite new because, of course, if LLMs solve a specific problem, allow, let's say, non-developers to build basic websites just describing, how would you like to create a design, or non-writers to write a decent article or a post and so on and so forth. What VibesFlow allow you to do is a completely different type of expression. Because if you don't know how to play, if you don't know how to use, for example, a controller as a DJ, till today, you could not create music. Just, for example, dancing, which is the most natural form to interact with music. Now you can do it. So, of course, I don't want to overhype you too much, because obviously, there is a lot of fine-tuning to do. And for now, we are considering very basic web-based, browser-based sensory inputs. But the structure itself, the architecture and so on, can allow any form of sensor recognition. If you imagine, for example, let's say going to a nightclub, there is an event and you are given this usual, let's say, phosphorescent, fluorescent bracelets. that let you see in the dark, like people are dancing around, and you see these bracelets. These bracelets can easily record sensors. So what you're doing, how you're moving, your body temperature, and so on. So even without spending anything in external accessories, hardware, and stuff like this, many different sensory inputs which are connected to the real-life, real-time kind of experience can easily be plugged in with the basic, well, not so basic, but with the current architecture that we have. Before showing you the actual app, which is live, I will share my screen. Let me see if I can share my own screen. I'm not sure. Entire screen, okay, I can. Magical. All right. So can you see my entire screen?
Yes, we can.
Right. So I will show you first of all, like what we do with Aleph, which was really interesting. Basically, the way we use Aleph is to have this client sensory input recording. So basically, all the raw inputs that you bring in, again, like moving your cursor, touching stuff on your keyboard, shouting or dancing in front of a camera, and blah, blah, is sent straight away to the agent on a nice server and is interpreted. Now, and then is sent back to the client side because there is a direct WebSocket connection with Lyria real-time API, which generates the music through text. So basically, we need Aleph for doing multiple things. First of all, to interpret these raw sensory inputs from movement or whatever other capture and turn them into Lyria understandable text. To do this, basically, we need to plug in specific, well, together with a preamble, a specific set of knowledge. There are, of course, some suggestions that are given by Lyria that are, for example, like how you can express the specific type of music that you want to generate. So they suggest to make it expressive. As you can see here, there is a complete instrument vocabulary, genre vocabulary, mood, texture, blah, blah, parameters, sensors, and so on. All of this, I embedded it directly in the agent knowledge, in Aleph knowledge. But also they say to be expressive. They suggest to be expressive. And in order to do that, what I plug in is two different things. First of all, some poems, which allow to actually translate the patterns that derive from the sensory inputs into poetical language. And also these parameters, which, let me share this as well. Basically, this is research for all the different parametric interpretation. So you see there are touch event, wheel scroll events. So there is some nice math for how they move in 3D space and so on and so forth. And Aleph is smart enough to actually go through this three-step process. First of all, receiving the raw inputs, then compare it against this well, using the preamble and the knowledge, the embedded knowledge about Lyria, and then compare this against the parameters document and the poems document to craft a nice prompt, which is understandable. And as you see, there is this response format, the rave principles to basically give the baseline so that there is a constant, let's say, default genre, and it can add progressive layers based on how the user interacts. You see, you are an elite rave DJ, blah, 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 these kind of things. It has memory. Memory is another module which is very important because vibe streams are basically continuous audio batches. In order to generate music on the go, and in real time, it needs to adapt to how user interacts. So what we deal with is ephemeral audio packets. This means, like, for example, on Suno, you give a lyrics or you give some instructions, and then it generates a piece of music which is between 3 minutes and 8 minutes in one go. What we do is receiving 2-second data packets in WebSocket. So we play with something which is extremely ephemeral. But you are not. Oh, okay, you can see this. Sorry. With something which is extremely ephemeral, and I had to basically invent things which don't exist. Memory allows to retain the latest raw inputs received from the client side and the prompts sent. So we have, I think, 15. We have 15 window buffer memory. And this allows basically for further coherence. So between one prompt and the other, even if there is a very large gap in the pattern sent by the user, this will adapt smoothly. It will not be a sharp transition, which of course is unpleasant for the ear. So this part, there is also an important note, just like the AIF guys before. I'm also working with nodes, so some things are not fully done on Elif side for this. So I actually made a little workaround for embedding also Qdrant store for retrieval augmented generation, so for RAG. This is very important because we want to give as personalized as possible experience to the end user. And through RAG and Qdrant, basically what we can do is to retain information about the sensory patterns and complete vibe streams from 5 previous sessions. The issue was that by doing that, even though Gemini 2.5 Flashlight itself has a token window of 1 million tokens, with Elif we have a hard limit at the moment, which is 8.2 thousand, which is a little bit less than 1 million. So the initial design that I had made was, had to change. So what we do is, at the time of signing the transaction, here, so here at some point in the vibe stream model that you will see in a second, actually I show it to you now. So here we connect, nice model, make this and here. So when you have start vibing, this is the vibe stream model. You can go in solo or group. I presented this last time. And when you click on launch, this will send, of course, a transaction to the blockchain with all the different metadata that we customize. So like who you are, the creator, the timestamp, what mode you are in, so whether it is solo or group, and whether you want to store on Filecoin or not. Once this happens, basically we broadcast this to the agent on server side and to the orchestration on client side, so either web or mobile, depending on the device. When it goes to the agent, what it does is to let me bring it back. What it does is to load the patterns from the previous vibe stream sessions. That's it. From the previous vibe stream sessions, and this way it will recognize the user, and it will know whether there is something extremely different in the surrounding audio, light, camera, or pattern movements themselves. So that's the main implementation of this. There is also a, well, yeah, I think more or less we are done. Let me see if I'm skipping something from Elif. No. Okay. So that's pretty much it. Well, I mean, a few things, like there are, of course, dimensions for text embedding that are specific to Gemini. I had to update it from the 1.15 version of Qdrant that I'm using versus 1.6, which is the latest, but it's not super relevant. Now, when this magical thing, the interpreted prompt, arrives to travels back to the front end, you would imagine like 20 minutes have passed. Like instead, we can do this between 0.4 and 1.2 seconds. So all this traveling, all this knowledge embedding, loading, processing, and blah, blah, and crafting the model, the prompt itself, which is adequate and understandable from a, let's say, non-intelligent specialized MLM, so music generation model, happens within, let's say, in 80% plus of cases in sub-second latency. Which is great for real time, and Aleph is actually the first agent that can do this apart from marketing claims. So kudos to you guys. Now, when it travels back to the orchestration side, we have this nice thing which is buffering. Buffering is strictly a Gemini agent. This is because it needs to live on the client side, and Lyria itself, again, as I said at the beginning, lives on the client side as well. So what it does is to use predictive buffering. So how much latency there could be between an audio packet and the other. How sharp may be a transition between audio batch and the other, and so on and so forth, as well as predicting, for example, like what processes are going on behind the hood in the application that I will tell you in a second, and how this may overload or add additional weight and delays to the whole thing. So it does this. It's not called all the time because, again, of token limitations, as well as in most of cases Aleph is smart enough and we don't need to do it. But it's still kind of early stages of autonomous agents. So the connection between client and server in whatever agent setting in the world, not only here, but here as well. Again, I don't want to overhype you. Fails every once in a while. So let's say 1 out of 8, 1 out of 9 responses will fail. Whatever kind of agent type you're using, whether you're generating images, asking for educational questions, or generating music. So yeah, we have this buffering. In most of cases, we don't need it, but we need it for transitioning between different patches and for application-specific processes. Now, to reduce the overhead, again, on the client side, the app is very light. Like, first of all, you can, once it's in a slightly better phase, probably like next week, since we have slightly more time, you can download it on your phone, mostly on Android because it's in React Native, and Apple takes like a month for approving an application in the App Store. But yeah, like you can just download a raw APK on your phone, have enhanced sensors and blah, blah, and it takes about 20 megabytes, which is pretty cool. Like even very basic AI-powered game apps on your phone may take like 800 megabytes. So yeah, this does all this nice magic for 20 megabytes. There are two cleaners so that it doesn't, it again, like we play with ephemeral data. So all these 60-second chunks, which are later uploaded on Filecoin through Synapse and retrieved on the Vibe market through Filecoin content delivery network. These 60-second chunks never touch your device. So, well, temporarily, yes, as WebM, but once they are uploaded, they are automatically removed because they are never actually downloaded on your phone or your laptop. They are just temporarily cached in a temporary directory. So yeah, that's pretty much it about my blah blah blah. There are some diagrams and nice things that maybe I can show you next time. For now, so I will show you the app live. The live app is at app.vibesflow.ai. Some warnings. there is a unfortunately unsolvable issue that we will always have anytime I present live. It is impossible to give you clean music generation, or at least like clean audio, when you are streaming from the same device or from the same screen. If you noticed, for example, like you might have had calls with your friends, on Zoom, Skype, Google Meet, and blah blah. And you might have noticed that if you wanted to share a song with them or listen to a song together in real time, it sucks. Like it's either terrible for you if they are playing it, or it's terrible for them if you're playing it. That's not, of course, YouTube's problem or Spotify's problem, blah blah, but it's just let's say screen sharing problems. So this is built in, and you will hear audio and music which is much more distorted, clicky, and noisy than it actually is. Don't believe me, don't trust my word, just go to app.vibesflow.ai and verify yourself. So that said, that's the first disclaimer. Second thing, there is still some fine-tuning that needs to be done, as I told you at the very beginning. This means that between the first, second, and third transitions, the transition will be actually sharper. And then Aleph will actually learn the pattern and improve over time. Plus, if you're a first-time user, you will have a first vibe stream, which is less impressive, I would say, than the second, third, fourth, and fifth. From the sixth ahead, once you have at least 5 vibe stream sessions, and there is from the third or fourth audio batch, like prompt, then it will be much smoother, and the music stream will actually become much more continuous, and it will not actually break. So for now, what I will do is just to show you that sensors are actually received, and the system is actually responsive to my movement. Don't mind too much the music signal itself for what I told you before. Try it yourself. Let me know what you think about it. Any feedback is welcome. And yeah, let's go. It will start 3 seconds after. I'll do something crazy like this. Why is it working? Okay, so I think there is some. Okay, so it crashed. Never crashed before. Okay, let me actually test on here, on the. So this is the dev version, the non-deployed one. So forget about this little accident. It's like the first time, so the blockchain, when you had to kind of pray to the blockchain gods that the transaction would go through. Anyway, so this should work. If it doesn't work, it's actually network issues, not vibes. And you see how and if I click it, for example, so as I told you, to not be a fantastic experience, but as you see, it is responsive. It adapts over time to what you do, and it actually knows who you are, like what you do, and the way you interact with the app, and the kind of sensor inputs that you play with. Last thing, because I've been speaking already quite enough. I'm actually working on a new thing which will be released before the end of the hackathon, which is the Vibe Market. So the Vibe Market, as I told you, like we have this real-time parallel processing. Everything that you actually play every 60 seconds will be added to a specific collection on Filecoin. Even 20 minutes after that you close the Vibe stream, you forgot about the app, and you're doing whatever you're doing, like you're having dinner, having a walk, dancing in an actual club. So these audio chunks will keep being uploaded on Filecoin, and this collection of 60-second chunks will be retrieved and organized in a unique Vibe stream. So as you see, these are some that I was playing with. There is user persistence. So as you see, this is a build and guest, blah, blah, all these kind of things. Actually, let me show you as well my profile. So this is me. These are previous things with the date and so on. So as you see, everything that you actually do is actually here. Now, for the Vibe Market, you can see it as an actual market. So it's like a streaming platform, and with a basic monthly payment that at the beginning will just be in testnet USDC till Hyperion goes to mainnet. You can get a monthly subscription, and you are basically part of a sharing economy since day one. The way we do this is by raffling and distributing ownership through verifiable random functions of each single chunk. Since a Vibe stream can have, let's say, 10, 20, 50, or 5, 37, and so on chunks, depending on how long it actually lasts, there can be 50 owners of a specific Vibe stream, of a specific DJ set. And instead of, as it is usually done with very easy to make gaming of tokenomics and blah, blah, rewarding for owners or shared ownership and blah, blah, what we actually do with this type of fractional ownership is to distribute the pool of the subscription revenues 80% to the chunk owners whose chunks have been played the most. This is very important for, let's say, a DJ set setting, because if you think about how it works, for example, if you're familiar with, let's say, SoundCloud, there are situations where you actually like a specific section, a specific segment of the DJ set itself. If it's like a 7-hour DJ set, you're not going to listen to it minute by minute, second by second, consequentially. You're going to listen to it in the segment that you like the most. And on SoundCloud itself, there are nice features, like you can click on whatever segment, whatever second of the set itself and leave a comment. I'm introducing this as well using IPFS, and you will be able to actually see, when you see like this thing, as you see, it's kind of empty here, because already inside here, I'm adding a nice waveform that will be playing when you are reproducing the Vibe stream. And here itself, you will be able to see the bar with all the different little faces, little pictures of the users which left comments and at what specific moment. So you can basically skim through hundreds of files which are uploaded on a decentralized network and experience it as if it were just a simple music track in whatever, like, Web2 streaming platform like, Spotify, which is cool. So more or less I finished. If you guys have any questions, or Pavel, I'm done. I will shut up for a bit. If you're talking, you're muted at the moment.
Sorry about that. Thank you, Alex, for showcasing that interesting setup. I guess like you weren't able to get the sound to generate, but that's okay. I guess like is there can I access the marketplace and listen to sounds that are already generated?
No, actually, I mean, this is a genuine network issue because, like, when I'm not streaming, like when I'm not sharing my screen, it works 100% of the time. So there is no chance that you or whatever else that is live now or will see this in 100 years will go to app.vibeslow.ai and will not be able to generate music. I'm open to challenges. So it was just a network failure, but you can generate music right now, and it will be stored. It will adapt to what you do, and it will be playable in 100 years because it lives on a decentralized storage network. So yeah, just saying, because yeah, it was a misfunction, but it does work, and I'm sure about it.
Awesome. I guess like if you're looking on extensions or improvements or like things that you're looking to perhaps like add additional functions, what would it be to the application?
Well, obviously, fine-tuning is important because I want to make sure that the system is as responsive and natural as possible. As you see, the UI is very crafted. I mean, it took some time and blah, blah, but it's very minimal because the idea is that you should not care about the application. You should care about having your own experience, generating music and doing your stuff while, like you are creating the soundtrack for yourself. So the application should be as minimal as possible, as it is, and fine-tuning is the most important part. By the submission time for the hackathon itself, I plan to have subscriptions in place so that this circular sharing economy will allow people to basically create and monetize their DJ sets immediately from day one. So my this actually I have this contract ready for like 3 weeks now. Just I was focusing on more functional side of things, and I didn't want to. But yeah, it compiles. The contract is ready, so I will be doing integration testing probably in a week or two once the music generation is perfect. And yeah, once Hyperion is mainnet. I don't see why people shouldn't go there, play, and potentially, make a living out of dancing and creating their own DJ sets.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Alex, for giving us an overview of how the how VibesFlow works. Definitely, we'll go and try it out on my own computer, see how it generates, and yeah. Thank you so much for coming onto the Vibe sessions.
Thank you, Pavel. Thank you, everyone. And yeah, enjoy your evening, guys.
Awesome. Thank you. All right. Thank you all for joining episode 9 of Vibe Sessions. We had a full house. Definitely used a little bit more than the hour. But thank you, everyone, for sticking around. We had some excellent projects. Yeah. So stay tuned for more updates and announcements for when the in regards to the hyper hack, and we will yeah, thank you all.